kita rin eh.
Kalimot mo, okay? Sige. So, tinuguyog man. So, good day everyone. So, I am Joderick Nablo, the first presenter of Group 5. So, the topic that was assigned to us is USA. First is the geographical location. USA is located in North America. The country is bordered on the west by the Pacific Ocean and the east of the Atlantic Ocean. Along the northern border is Canada and the southern border is Mexico. Next, right? Economy. The economy of USA is a highly developed free market economy. It is the world's largest economy by nominal GDP and net wealth, and the second largest by the purchasing power parity or PPP. It has the world's fifth highest per capita GDP nominal and the seventh highest per capita GDP and PPP in the 2021. Next is the crime rate. So here are the crime rate of USA. Total violent crime is 398.5. Total property crime is 1,958.2. Homicide is 6.5. Political system of USA. There are three types of political system that exist in US, which is authoritarianism, monarchy, democracy. Authoritarianism is a form of government which the ruler is an absolute dictator, not restricted by a constitution or laws or opposition and etc. Monarchy, it is the political system which supreme authority is vested in the monarch or an individual ruler who function as head of state. Democracy, a system of government by the whole population or all eligible members of state, typically through elected representatives. Next, reporter.
Lagi kam diri sa kuan na internetan. Criminal justice system. Overview. The criminal justice system of USA is an organization that exists to enforce the legal code. This system goals include the rehabilitation of offender, preventing others' crime, and moral support of victims. There are three criminal justice system of US. The first is police, second court, the third correction. Police, the one of the three major components of criminal justice system of United States, along with the court and correction. The civil code charge of enforcing laws and public order at the federal, state, community level. Criminal procedure protect the high rates of defendants. So, the law enforcement in USA, we make to enforce the law and maintain the peace and order in the community of US and protect some innocents in the criminal activity. The law enforcement although each component operates semi-independently. These are the rank of US law enforcement. The higher rank is chief, then second rank assistant chief, then deputy chief, commander, captain, lieutenant, then the non-commissioned detective 3, detective 2, detective 1, sergeant, sergeant 1, and officer 3 with 1 star, and officer 3. Federal Police Organization. The United States empowered a wide range of law enforcement agencies to maintain law and public order related to matter of affecting the country as a whole. So these are the federal organization of United States. First is United States Marshal. Ito yung law enforcement ng US, United States Marshal Service. Then the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Then Drug Enforcement Administration. Bureau of Alcoholic, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosive. Federal Bureau of Prison. There are 7,985 U.S. police agencies in the United States, which include City of Police Department, countries, sheriff office, and state police highway patrol, and federal law enforcement agency. The law enforcement purpose of this agency or the investigation of suspected criminal activity, referral of the result of investigation to state of federal prosecution, prosecutor, and the temporary detention of suspected criminals pending judicial action. The all agency of United States was implementing the rule and regulation of US to maintaining and control the criminal activity, the city of the province, and other terrorism attack. Process. When an officer arrests someone, the accused is taken into custody. Similarly, when a grand jury returning an indictment or a prosecutor file of information, a judge of magistrate issue a warrant for the arrest of the person charged is not already under arrest. The person is taken into custody. Person has been arrested without a warrant. The law enforcement official may hold him or her for a period of time necessary to handle certain administrative tasks. This time may vary depending on the facts of the particular case, but it generally with usually no more than 40 hours. Budget. Police budget presents one aspect of public spending related to the law and order in the United States. Police spending by state government in the year, which mostly went to funding highway patrol, presented about 1%. Government spent 127 billion on the court and correction. When you see the picture, As such, this is one of the biggest expenses for local government. This is the ito yung correction nila sa prison. Court, United States Federal Court with original jurisdiction over specific subject matter. Federal Court was consist of case of Geralo, United States Tax Court, Patient Trial Appeals, National Trade Commission, United Court of International Trade, United States Court of Federal Claim. These are the others court. This and Civilian Board of Contract Appeals, Armed Service Board of Contract Appeals, Postal Service Board of Contract Appeals, Office of Dispute of Solution for Acquisition, Board of Immigration Appeals, Board of Veterans Appeals. The Federal Court structure. No, the highest court of US is the Supreme Court, similarly in Philippines. The Supreme Court, the Supreme Court was the final decision for maker for all court cases. The Supreme Court was they have 9 judge appointment that by the President and approved by Senate. Federal Court was this ito yung Supreme Court ng US. The Supreme Court of United States is the only court specifically established by the Constitution of the United States, implemented in 789 under the Judiciary Act of 789. The court was to be composed of 6 members. The number of justice has been 9 for most of its history. This number is set by Congress, not the Constitution. The court was for the first time on February 2, 790. The Supreme Court, the highest court in the United States, consists of the Chief of Justice of the United States and such number of associate justice as may be fixed by Congress. Court is a federal system works differently many ways than state court. Primary concern for civil case, the type of cases that can be heard in the federal system. So, the federal court are court of limited jurisdiction, meaning they can only hear cases authorized by the United States, consist or federal statute. The criminal procedure of the U.S. Criminal procedure deals with the set of rules governing the series of proceedings through which the government enforces administrative criminal law. So, municipalities, state, and the federal government each have their own criminal codes, defining types of conduct that constitute crimes. punishment to guilty. Ito yung punishment na breaking the law. First is death penalty. Then incarceration. Ito yung pagkulong ng mga kriminal victim. Then probation. Then boot camp, intensive supervision, ISP and house arrest and electronic monitoring. Ito yung suspect na sa bahay na monitor sila ng mga law enforcement, then fines, then restitution, assess, forfeiture, scarlet letter for punishment, and community service, correction. The last criminal justice system in US, the correction. The correction system, or commonly known as the prison system, is charged with supervising individuals who have been arrested, convicted, and sentenced for a criminal offense. In prison have approximately 7 million US men and women behind bars in 2011. An estimated 6,613,500 person were under the supervision of US. From to the adult correction system in 2016, and the decline is due to a declining population. The number of people in prison jail remains steady. Ito yung mga prison in US. Forming the prison system. The human rights consideration with the victim, with the accused, na nakalaya na is nagyapon sila human rights consideration. Then public health consequence of imprisonment. Then the cause of imprisonment. Then let's proceed the third reporter. Okay.
So USA has composed of 3 pillars, which is police, court, and correction. And Philippines has 5 pillars: police, prosecution, court, correction, and community. The police in USA has 4 characteristics such as federal, state, county, and municipal. they have Federal Bureau of Investigation. In the Philippines, we have PNP. And the USA has no prosecution pillar, and the Philippines has a prosecution pillar. The Court of USA has Supreme Court, US Supreme Court, Supreme Court, District Court of Appeals, then Municipal Court, Justice Court. And the Philippines, Supreme Court, Regional Trial Court, Municipal Trial Court, and Sandigan Bayan. The correction in USA has jail, prison or state, prison or federal. In Philippines, we have BGMP, UCOR, and PPE. And the last pillar of Philippines is community. We have NGO. Next.
Atong isa. Nawala siya. Nawala tang isa. Kapulot. Yan biya.
Wala.
Antay. Mana ako na eh.
Sige.
To sa isa ha.
Akman sa strength and weaknesses.
Say I'll report. Get recommendation. In your opinion, as a group, what is the best picture of that country criminal justice system that may be adopted here in the Philippines? So, the criminal justice system, in essence, community system or process by which crimes are investigated and those accused of committing them are brought into custody, prosecuted in court, and punished if found guilty, measure made for their correction and rehabilitation. So, unlike in most other nations, the criminal justice system in the United States is not presented by a single all encompassing organization. Instead, this criminal justice institution as the federal, state, and especially special jurisdictional level, such as military courts and territory court. Although they are all founded on the U.S. Constitution, criminal law differ at this level. Therefore, as a group, these are some of the features of the U.S. criminal justice system that may be adopted here in the Philippines. This will be enable the Philippines law in order to be better and reliable. The right to due process will be superior as well. Also, in the United States, the criminal justice system has a jury of the defendant fear. We will decide the decision while judge will preside over the court. Moreover, if this implemented in in the Philippines, the jury collective decision making enable many diverse point of view to be considered and required or find an agreement on what constitutes reasonable doubt. The jury are expected to be unbiased listener who examine the current evidence presented by both parties. In conclusion, the criminal justice system, more than simply, simply that institution and individuals involved with forcing the law. It includes the public prosecution, the court, the penal and correctional system, and the community. All of these institution of pillars are referred to as the criminal justice system. It is critical for all of this pillar to work efficiently and quickly and in collaboration and coordination with one another function effectively and promptly. Then will be next quarter.
So let's move on to the strength of criminal justice system and US. So the accused, even the guilty, has the right to a fair trial and to have his personal rights respected during trial. Defendants are protected from being threatened or coerced into giving confessions, since any such evidence would have been illegally and it will be excluded from the trial. So the defendants are also protected against the court of the defendants fear, who in some ways a systematic strength of criminal justice system in US, because bargains allow both sides to make an agreement before a court case begins to avoid a hassle of trial. The next, the weaknesses of US criminal justice system. Some of the strength in criminal justice system, also the weak points of their CGS. As we can observe in the American society is being plagued with underlying societal undercurrents which resulting in institution including court of law that are susceptible to racism, sexism, and classism. For example, for that study shows that the black defendants receive harsher sentence than white defendants for the same crime. This has produced unfair balance in the incarceration of individuals from minority groups. It is very difficult to address this kind of issue. And also, very rich have the distinct advantage of being able to post a bail, hire most powerful attorneys, and contact powerful connections to help sway the case in their favor. A defendant with economic advantage often finds herself struggling with legal fees, and also the public defenders are overworked that they don't have time or resources available compared to an elite or private attorneys. And also, plea bargains inherit weaknesses in their criminal justice system because a case resolved by bargain rather than in the court. And also, innocent until proven guilty by putting all the burden of proof into the prosecution. So, in conclusion of the strength and weaknesses of their CGS is being built to ensure that the accused is protected until due process in a court of law has been achieved. This gives away rights that are not provided in other nations. The best way to keep the criminal justice system of US is to continue to evolve laws, teaching, and common knowledge to ensure that the rights are not infringed, trials are fair, and the justice is being served. Ano ba?
So,
Tunay ko sa kanya.
mana, thank you for